Welcome to another episode of Bro Date. We've been gone for a little bit, but we're back now. And we are back with our talks on the new movie Suicide Squad. We just got out of the film and we came right here to talk about it with you. So, Jarrell, what did you think about Suicide Squad? What were your expectations for this movie?
My expectations were pretty high. If you, flashback to the point where we were talking about three specific movies, this was my most anticipated movie. So my expectations were really high, especially since I had it above Deadpool, which I absolutely loved.
That's right.
So my expectations were high. And then kind of how I told you before we actually watched it, I heard about some reviews and whatnot, and they weren't the best of reviews, at least what I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well.
My expectations kind of tapered down a little bit,
Which may be a good
but
thing.
I still expected a decent film, and I think I got that for the most part. I thought it was a good film. I thought it was better than Batman versus Superman, but I didn't think it was as good as Deadpool. But I enjoyed it. I liked it. There wasn't anything that really surprised me, like just completely wowed me. But it certainly wasn't anything that completely disappointed me either.
All right. Okay.
What about yourself?
I really liked it. I wasn't really sure either. Once I started hearing tricklings of, oh, it's bad, I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't be super excited about it. But I try to keep that, at bay.
Yeah.
And it probably lowered my expectations a little bit, but I don't know why they're saying it's a bad movie, because I haven't read anything either.
Me neither.
I thought the glimpses at each of the characters was really cool.
Yeah.
Sort of the backstory, how they got captured, what their personal motivations are for each of them. I thought it was all pretty interesting. And I think it was interesting, too, for this movie to sort of humanize what in other movies would be villains. So it was a cool, different look, and it's also a cool look at how they're sort of building this DC universe. Because it's all sort of set up, but it's all later in, a lot of the storylines that we kind of know, it seems like. We got an old Batman, stuff already went down with Joker, we learned about some stuff in Superman, or Batman vs. Superman, and then this just kind of carries it on. So we're not really sure completely, we talked about it a little bit right after the film, what the timeline is exactly, and if there's any Justice League stuff before this or during this or after this. So it'll be interesting to see how that all lines up from here on out. I'm assuming with the credits scene that this is before Justice League.
It seems like it. It's certainly.
But there was just that one thing in the film, which we can spoil or not.
Yeah, we can.
So don't listen for 30 seconds if you don't want to know. Flash shows up in his Flash outfit, capturing Captain Boomerang.
Yep.
So how is that? Unless Flash is just doing his own thing, but you would think if they were getting them in prison that they were already on some sort of team.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing that didn't make sense to me.
Unless he was, who knows? Who knows?
So we don't know. We don't know what's going on there, what the timeline is. But it was cool for him to pop up,
right?
Instead of Batman just catching everybody.
So the thing with Flash as well is he has that capability of time travel, which was apparent in Batman versus Superman. Now, they might be dipping this into Suicide Squad as well. So it'll be quite an explanation if they do actually explain how all of a sudden Flash just appears.
I think
in these different situations.
The other thing that I thought was pretty interesting was the way that they treated the villains, these super villains, whatever you want to call them, this team. of Misfits, it started to feel closer to like the comic booky, cartoony style, like the Tim Burton stuff, more than like the serious tone that Batman vs Superman had. Like it set up like another tone for everything going forward a little bit.
Oh yeah. The
Especially the Harley stuff.
The
was
two
so good.
The two movies have two completely different personas.
Yeah.
Two completely different. You know, Batman and Superman was absolutely this serious.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
was really serious like through most of it until like Wonder Woman shows up at the end and the Doomsday stuff happens, and then it sort of turns into this like music video where there's like fights and
yeah,
like especially when Wonder Woman comes and starts fighting, she's got like a theme song with like electric guitar and stuff, which I was like, okay, it's cool.
True.
But the tonality of that film and the end of it, and then this are completely different.
Completely.
And I liked it.
Suicide Squad was definitely, like you just said, that comic book.
Yeah, like
kind of like
the Harley
Deadpool
stuff.
was.
Yeah.
Very funny. It was more, like you said, it had this different twist of seeing a villain as, you know, because at points you kind of find yourself rooting for them.
Yeah.
Which was kind of fun.
I agree. Well, do you have any other thoughts on Suicide Squad?
Trying to think if there's anything else that stuck out. Kind of.
I think that's about it.
Alright.
Well, let us know what you think. Like, subscribe, and we will talk to you next time.
Later.